This is a video explaining how to create a new assignment in Canvas. There are also written instructions below, but in this video, I will be showing you exactly what you should be seeing on your own screen, and you can follow along step by step in your own Canvas class. So to begin, we're just going to go to the Modules tab over on your left side bar here. Click on Modules, and then you should see all of your modules pop up. We're going to be using the test module today just to show you how to add this assignment. So you're going to go over here on the right side and you're going to click on this plus button. Once you click on the plus button, you're going to have this screen pop up that gives you a bunch of different options. You want to make sure you're adding an assignment. And since you haven't created the assignment yet, you're going to click New Assignment, but all of your existing assignments are going to show up below the assignments here. So we're going to go ahead and click New Assignment. And then we have to give the assignment a name. So again, I'm just going to call this Test. All the indentation does is organize and level your assignments within your module. So if you want an assignment to fall underneath and over a different assignment, you can add the indentation. Otherwise, you can just leave it with a no indent. And then you're going to go ahead and press Add. As you can see, our assignment pops up here. So now we've created the shell of the assignment, but we still haven't added anything into the actual assignment. So now that we've created it, we're going to actually click on it, which will bring us up to the page here where we can start editing the actual assignment. So over here in the upper right-hand corner, we're going to go ahead and press Edit. This is going to allow us to actually type in our instructions and play with a couple of the different customizable features for each assignment. This text box that is generated here is going to be the place where you can include all of your directions, link to any other resources that you might want the students to look at, Google Docs, Google Forms, a video you want them to watch, a different website you'd like them to go to, anything you can link in this box. So you go ahead and type this is exactly what the kids are going to see. Again, there's a bunch of different features here, bullet points, numbered list. You can include your media, your links, pictures, whatever you'd like. As we scroll down, we can see the different customizable features here. So the first one that we're going to talk about is the point value. Each Canvas assignment is set to 0 points. You can change this for whatever the assignment needs. So if we're going to make this assignment 10 points, we would just enter 10. The next thing we're going to look at is the display grade as points. So if you don't want the students to see they got a 10 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10 or whatever point value they earned, you can change this so they see something else. If you just want the students to simply complete it and you're not going to give them a score, you can change it to complete, incomplete, and then when you go through the grading process, you just check, did they complete it or did they not complete it? Percentage, points, letter grade, GPA, or not grade it. So if this is just an assignment that you want the students to complete as practice, but you're not going to grade it, you can select that. I'm going to keep mine as points. The next thing is the submission type. There are a couple different things about the submission type that we need to look at. First of all, it's going to start with no submission. No submission is the option where you just want to get the information to the students, but you don't actually want them to submit on Canvas. So they can click on this assignment, they can read the directions, they can click on any links that you have for them, but where they're going to submit is somewhere other than Canvas. Maybe they're going to actually hand in a physical project or hand in a physical paper or something like that. So you're going to keep it as no submission. There are a couple other options if you do want them to submit on Canvas. So we're going to talk about the online submission. The online submission is going to give you 4 different options. The first option is text entry. Text entry is going to populate a box for your students that looks very similar to the one that you had up here to type your directions into. The students will type directly into the Canvas assignment and submit in that box. This is a good function for something like a short journal, a shorter response where the kids are responding right away, maybe not something that they're working on over a long period of time. The next is a website URL. If the students are creating an assignment outside of Canvas on a different website, this will allow the students to just submit a URL that you can click on and take you to another resource outside of Canvas. The next is a media recording. This is going to allow the students to voice record or actually videotape themselves on their device and submit that recording to you. So if you want the students to respond in a video or a voiceover, you can click this and it will automatically open up that screen for them. So all they have to do is press record and they can start recording. The last and probably most popular is going to be the file upload. The file upload is going to allow the students to look through their Google Drive and select documents. It's going to let them find any file that they have on their device and submit it to this assignment. So if they've downloaded a PDF, if they've downloaded a picture, they can submit all of those different files here. As you can see, you can select multiple different types of submission. So if you want to leave it up to your students how they'd like to submit, you can go ahead and do that. But you at least have to include one. So I'm going to keep mine as file upload. So if the assignment is something that you want to go in the gradebook, you are going to scroll down to this right here where it says Sync to Infinite Campus. By clicking this, when you sync Canvas with your gradebook, this assignment is going to go automatically from Canvas to your gradebook. The next topic that we're going to talk about is the assign. This is the most important piece of your assignment because if you don't actually assign this to your class, the students are not going to see it. Right now it says everyone. So that means everyone that is assigned to this class is going to see this assignment. You can change this based on your sections. You can change this if you only want a few students to see it, if it's supplemental material, or maybe it's differentiated work for IEP or 504 students. You could specifically assign it to them so only those students would see it. Otherwise, every student in that class is going to see this. So you have 3 different dates that you're going to need to change: the due date, the available date, and the until date. On the due date, you're going to click on this little calendar. It's going to pop up a calendar for you. It always has today's date highlighted. This is the date the assignment is due. So if I'm setting up an assignment for the future, I want this assignment to be due on Friday. I'm going to click Friday, and I'm going to put my class time in. You can have this due at the beginning of a class period, the end of the class period, maybe the end of the day, whatever you'd like. Then press done and it will save. The next is the available from. You're going to click on the calendar next to available from, and the same thing will happen. It's going to start with today's date. So if this assignment is due Friday, my available date has to be at some point before Friday at 11:59 p.m. when I had it due. So maybe I want the students to see this assignment on Thursday. So starting Thursday at 12 a.m., the students are going to be able to see this assignment. The students will not be able to submit the assignment until this date hits. So they'll be able to see whenever you press publish that this assignment has been added, but they won't be able to work on it and they will not be able to submit it until July 16th at 12 a.m. hits. The last one that we have to do is the until. The until is the time the assignment is going to lock. This has to be after the assignment is due. It could be the exact same time the assignment is due, so you're not accepting any late work on this assignment, or you can make it later. So if my assignment is due on the 17th at midnight, maybe by Monday morning, I'm going to lock it and say after Monday night, no students can submit this assignment anymore. The students will still be able to see this assignment, and the students will be able to see that they did not complete this assignment, but they will not be able to submit however you ask them to up here on this assignment. So if you do not accept late work, you're going to want these two dates, the until and the due, to match. So now that your assignment is complete, you have a couple different save options down here. You have save and publish, and then you just have save. Save and publish is going to save all of the work that you just did, but it's also going to make it visible to the students. Again, the students won't be able to submit until this available from date, but they will be able to see anything that you've typed into this box, any links that you've included, and things like that. They just won't be able to submit. The save button is going to save all of your work, but not make it visible to the students. So if you press this button, it's saving everything you've done, but then you can choose a later date to actually publish it out to your students. So if I just go ahead and click save here, it's going to take me back to the home screen of my assignment. And this is what the students are going to see once I press this publish. So right now it has the little, not published sign. It's gray. It's indicating that the students cannot see this. And then once you're ready, you can click this and it's going to turn green with a check mark. And that's going to tell you that now the students can see this. So on the student end, they're going to be able to see your directions. They're going to be able to see how many points, how they're going to submit, all the information down here. But for them, where they normally see this blue submit button up here, that's not going to be visible until July 16th. Those are all the basics for creating a new assignment in a module. All of the directions are typed below if that's easier for you to read through that while you're creating your assignment, but hopefully this has been helpful.